Believe it or not, I'm watching E3. I never thought I'd get in so easily. Watching G4 in my beautiful chair. What will I see? Believe it or not, it's E3.
The biggest, baddest video game expo, live on G4.
Okie doke, everything's working as it should.
Nice.
Okay, so what are we gonna talk about?
Fuck if I know. I'm gonna miss all the E3 shit 'cause I'm stuck working.
Isn't GameStop like the super E3 happening place, though?
You would think so, 'cause we've got live stream TV and most of our stores, but you know, why would they stream the conferences? 'Cause that would be awesome and cool.
It would also give employees like a bunch of time to slack off and stuff.
Implying I don't do that already. But no, I guess we can just talk about like predictions and I don't know, just like rumors and shit going on.
Right.
I know the Deus Ex like game built got leaked and that's apparently helping them out a bit.
Right.
Just I guess stuff like that.
Okay, so I'm not familiar with the whole Deus Ex situation. I know the preview build got leaked, but I wasn't sure. Is that damaging to them, or is it like...
No, like from what I've read and like from the couple of people I know who have gotten it, it's actually helped with the sales a lot more because people are like, holy shit, this is actually pretty good. This is actually really cool, and their pre-orders apparently jumped since the time that it was leaked compared to previous time because, I mean, hey, it's basically free advertisement.
Ah, so they got the gameplay good then. I remember watching the trailers, and the trailers were like, wow, this is so cool, but there was no gameplay whatsoever in the trailers.
Yeah, pretty much the public's attention went from, Duke Nukem to, Duke Nukem sucks, it's all about Deus Ex now.
So it's a first-person shooter RPG thing, as I understand it?
I thought it was third person, like the old ones, but I could be wrong.
Oh, it's third person?
I never really played any of the Deus Ex games, so let's use the magic of Google. What is it called?
It's a good thing that many people don't listen to these, or else we'd get a bunch of Deus Ex fans on our tails being like, oh my gosh, you don't know about if it's a first person or third person, oh my gosh.
You act like there's Deus Ex fans that exist.
Yeah, I think the second game wiped them all out.
Let's see, gameplay. Da-da-da-da, blah, 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 blah. I don't care about 4 types, I just want to know what it is. Yeah, I think it's third person. I think.
Okay.
We'll say sure.
And it's just for PC, or is it 360, PS3?
I think. According to Wikipedia, it's on PC, but I'm pretty sure it's on PS. Yeah, it's on PS3 and 360 as well.
Okay. All right, so we covered the Deus Ex thing. Now let's move on to our E3 predictions. Now I remember we posted our predictions on the forum, and we seem to be disagreeing over whether Zelda Skyward Sword will be for Nintendo's new system or just for the Wii or not. I think it's just going to be for the Wii.
I'm foreseeing a port. Maybe not right away, you know, maybe not a delay with Skyward Sword, but I'm expecting to see a port at some point.
That's probably fair. I really don't think they'll delay it whatsoever. It seems pretty on track to come out this year. And according to Nikkei, which just confirmed a bunch of those rumors apparently, the Nintendo's next system isn't coming out until next summer at least. So I don't think they would delay it that long. Plus, Nintendo really needs one big last Wii game for this holiday season before they shoot it in the head once and for all. And I think Skyward Sword is going to be it.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I mean, right now there really, honestly, isn't much of a reason to turn on my Wii.
Yeah.
Like, there hasn't really been a good game in a couple months, so they really do need something to drive sales. But also at the same time, if they're already saying that they're gonna have a new system out next year,
Right.
I mean, you're not gonna see a spike in new Wii's. But I I don't know.
Right, yeah. Well, they have a bunch of things they can do. They could drop the price a little more. It's
It's already
150.
dropped like twice.
Yeah, it's 150 or 170 right now.
I think it's 149 with Mario Kart
Yeah.
bundled with it, and like 169 for Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort.
They also have like a bunch of colors they could do. I remember at the end of the GameCube's life there was like 6 colors.
Oh.
And they only have 2 for the Wii right now. The red one's kind of limited edition. I don't know if they're still making that.
No, that was only for Christmas. But oh god, we don't need more colors. I don't need to spend money on a new color.
I really want the black one because that was the thing I was looking forward to way back in 2005 when they first showed the Wii. It was black, it had that blue light on it. It looked so freaking cool.
It was so classy and sexy, and then it's like, haha, white.
Yeah, and then they just had white for like 4 years straight, and I really want the black one, but transferring over, downloaded content is such a pain. You have to send both of them to Nintendo, and then they do it.
Yeah, that's pretty much why I don't have like an official 3DS yet. I'm waiting to see what other colors or Christmas bundles are announced.
Right.
Because I mean they're gonna have something. It's just a matter of what it is and when it is.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the 3DS, it hasn't been out for that long, so we're not going to see a redesign for it yet. And I'm pretty sure it badly needs one. I mean, even if you compare it to the first DS, the first DS was kind of floundering for a while there. The first and third party support was kind of really crappy until New Super Mario Brothers came out in May 2006, and then the DS Lite came out in June 2006. And that combo is basically what exploded the DS. As far as I can see, there are other games like Brain Aging, Nintendogs too, but I think the New Super Mario Brothers and the DS Lite combo is what really set things in motion. So I'm looking forward to the next revision of the 3DS. The other thing too is it's way expensive right now, and
Yeah, it is.
I don't blame Nintendo for having it so expensive, but I just can't buy it right now, and it sucks. I'd really like to get it, but it's the same price as the Wii when it came out, and
Yeah, I mean for the design part, it doesn't really need to be like redesigned completely. Like it feels really comfortable, especially for what it does. I mean it's a nice screen size. The weight's not much heavier than a DS Lite. But they really need to improve the battery life.
Yeah.
I know that the one that Rob and I share and the one that a couple of my friends have, 2 or 3 hours in and they've got to put it on a charger. And that's not good for something I'm supposed to be able to have with me all the time.
I think that's something else that's going to be really improved when they do the redesign, but hopefully at least. And the thing with the 3DS is, I really think it has a better software lineup right now than the DS did at the same point in its life, and I think it's a lot more compelling system because this month they're going to have that big update where they have the virtual console and the 3D classics and the browser and demos and movie trailers and stuff like that, and I think that's really compelling. And I don't think the 3DS, I mean the original DS, matches that at the same point in its life. So I think it's a good little system. I think it's getting a little too much hate right now, but there are definitely some pain points with it right now.
It needs a better lineup of games because right now we just have Nintendogs, we've got Pilot Wings, Street Fighter, BlazBlue, and that's pretty much it. I mean, there's some other games out there, but it's nothing that's going to really appeal to the general audience.
Right.
I know later on this month when Ocarina comes out, that'll really pique a lot of interest in people. There's the new Resident Evil game, which is why I had to chip in and buy one. And then of course in August we've got, I think Animal Crossing is supposed to come out. Kid Icarus is supposed to come out. God, what else? I think a new Mario game's supposed to come out, or at least it's rumored to come out. So I mean, it's going to start picking up here in the next couple months, which I think is going to be good going into the holiday season.
Right.
But as of right now, I mean, unless you like Nintendogs, you really don't have much of a reason to go out and buy one.
Right. Like the reason I would have bought one is because of Street Fighter, actually. And I'm not much of a fighting game fan. I just think it looks like a really good port. Now, those release dates you were talking about, are those based on the semi-leaked recent GameStop lists, or are you
But
getting...
well, I know that like that's the one that's been given to us, and I'm pretty sure like Kid Icarus was supposed to come out in August anyway. But I
Right.
don't know if like the date that's actually listed is right or not. It's gonna be really curious to see here at E3, what Nintendo actually says. This is an official release date, and this is what isn't.
Right.
So it's just one of the things I kind of have to wait and see. But I mean, as long as they can get some of those titles out by the end of the year, I think it'll be really beneficial.
Right. And Nintendo doesn't really do release dates at E3, I've found. The only major ones I can think of was E3 2007, where they announced the Mario Kart and no, the Mario Galaxy and Smash Brothers dates, and then Smash ended up not coming out on that date anyways. They delayed it for like 4 months.
People are so pissed.
But yeah, they did announce a new Mario platformer for the 3DS back at GDC, and I think we're gonna get a lot more info of that.
Yeah, I'm expecting most info to be at GDC. I'm also expecting a lot of like the official cafe stuff. Like, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if at E3 we just see a prototype, an official name, and either confirmation or denial of rumors. But I'm not expecting to see any long videos or any gameplay or like any demos or anything until the Tokyo Game Show, 'cause that generally seems to be when Nintendo feels comfortable showing a lot of their stuff. Like, I think the Wii was officially announced at the Tokyo Game Show.
Oh, right. Well, they did announce that the cafe was going to be playable. Now, that's open to interpretation. They could mean you can press a button to get past the console startup screen, for all we know. But I think there are going to be a couple playable cafe games shown off, and a couple, at least big announcements, maybe not. I think it's going to be a repeat of what they did with the 3DS last year. They had that big list, here's all the third parties and all the games that are coming out, but maybe have, just a couple short trailers showing off a very few of them. Because again, Nikkei said, it's not coming out until next summer at least. So, it might be at E3 again next year, and that's never happened before. There's never been a new console that's been at two E3s before it came out, two playable showings. So Nintendo's so strange right now. You can't even predict what they're gonna do right now. It's pretty crazy.
It's a pretty love-or-hate relationship with the gaming community. I mean, it's one of those things that everyone right now is like, Nintendo, you've let me down, blah, blah, blah. All they have to do is be like, hey, guess what? New Mario game, and suddenly everyone loves them again.
Yeah, they love them again for like 6 months, and then they're like, Mario Galaxy, what's that? You know. You said you bought your 3DS for the Resident Evil game. Which one are you talking about?
Both of them.
Both of them, the Mercenaries and the Revelations.
Hell yeah, man. You know it has.
Well, the Mercenaries includes a demo for Revelations, and it's really short from what I understand, but it looks pretty good, I think.
I don't care. It's pretty, and it's Resident Evil. I have to have it.
And it's actually hard this time, Kumi. You should be really psyched up that it's going to be a horror Resident Evil again, not just action.
What's going to throw me off, though, is this is supposed to be the first one in the series where you can actually move and shoot. I guarantee you I'm going to probably play the whole game and forget that even exists.
Me too, probably. I'd probably do the same thing. Alright, so we talked about Nintendo for a little bit now. What else should we talk about? Should we talk about Sony and what they're doing?
Sure, let's talk about how Sony's probably going to spend half their E3 conference sucking up to their customers and trying to gain back loyalty.
Well, they have two conferences, so obviously they have a lot to talk about.